Resurrection of Obsession, The Gothic Tale of Ligeia by Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe was born on the 19th of January 1809 in Boston, Massachusetts. After Poe's parents died before he was the age of 3, he was taken in by Francis and John Allan. Poe attended the University of Virginia and then enlisted in the U.S. Army, serving 2 years. In 1831, Poe moved to Baltimore to live with his aunt Maria Clem, her daughter Virginia, and his brother Henry, who died shortly after. Poe married Virginia when she was 13 years old in 1835. Poe's life was filled with times of poverty and hardship. He moved to New York City with his young wife working in the Evening Mirror and the Broadway Journal, which he later owned. Poe's last residence was a cottage in the Fordham section of the Bronx, now restored and open to tourists. His wife Virginia died in the cottage in 1847. Poe died shortly after in 1849, although the cause of death is unknown. There are many speculations. Poe was not only a writer but a poet, editor, and literary critic. He was known as a writer of many short stories. He wrote in several genres, including the Gothic, dark romanticism, satires, humor tales, and hoaxes. Ligeia is a short story published by Poe in 1838. It can be inferred that Poe's stories of the death of women was influenced by the loss of women in his own life. Ligeia is a story of love and obsession. Every detail of the plot draws its purpose from her character because she is the object of the narrator's love and obsession. The unnamed narrator marries a beautiful raven-haired German woman called Ligeia. The narrator does not even remember how he has come to know his wife Ligeia or what her last name is. The narrator is obsessed with the strange beauty of Ligeia. He describes her beautiful curly black hair, skin of purest ivory, and brilliant black eyes. He praises every inch of Ligeia. The expression of Ligeia's eyes enthrall and possess him. Ligeia seems to possess him to a point that he cannot ever forget her. We discover the narrator's taste and obsession for opium. He is madly and obsessively in love with Ligeia in parallel with the opium. Poe says, in beauty of face, no maiden ever equaled her. It was the radiance of the opium dream. Poe rejects the classical and the ordinary. The romantic and the unusual beauty of Ligeia is what fascinates him. He merges the Gothic grotesque with romanticism. It was not to last. Ligeia grew ill. Her last words, "Man doth not yield him to the angels, nor unto death utterly, save only through the weakness of his feeble will." Marries the Lady Rowena after Ligeia's death. The blonde Rowena is the antithesis of Ligeia, with her classical looks, fair hair, and blue eyes. She replaces Ligeia as the narrator's wife, but she will never take Ligeia's place in his heart. Rowena suffers from the confinement of the dark and Gothic bridal chamber. The bridal chamber's unnatural decor embodies Ligeia. Lady Rowena falls ill. She fears the sounds and motions in the bridal chamber. But I was wild with the excitement of an immoderate dose of opium, and heeded these things but little, nor spoke of them to Rowena. Having found the wine, I recrossed the chamber and poured out a gobletful, which I held to the lips of the fainting lady. She had now partially recovered, however, and took the vessel herself, while I sank upon an ottoman near me, with my eyes fastened upon her person. It was then that I became distinctly aware of a gentle footfall upon the carpet near the couch. Ligeia is victorious in her will to live. It may be through the opium-induced delusions, but Ligeia lives again.